Hey, I'm Jeff,
I'm Joel.
and we are the Two Men in a Bible radio program on K-Flock Radio in Minot, North Dakota.
At 95.9 on your FM dial at 7:30 Saturday morning, 7:30 Sunday morning, and 7:30 Sunday evening. And we used to be part of three guys from North Dakota, so it's tough for us to say two men in a Bible, but we're getting there.
We're getting there. This is video number 6. It's a unique one on Vote No on Measure 3, which is the marijuana measure. This is a biblical approach. For those of you that care about the Judeo-Christian ethic and want to know if the Bible has anything to say, we got a couple things about that. One is, just this morning our Bible study was talking about honoring your father and your mother. What would that have to do with this, Joel?
Well, eventually, if you're going to honor your father and mother, and it says here that any adult caught selling or trafficking to minors will face increased penalties under Measure 3. I think that's interesting because if it's not okay for our youth, why is it okay for the adults? And I think that things that are not okay for the youth shouldn't be happening for adults as well. And I know that goes into other things, but we need to look at this very closely and see, are we training our children to be okay with illicit drugs? Is that what we want to teach our children? And in so doing, our children are to be honoring us, and so they should be then following in our footsteps. Is that what you really want for your children? I don't think so.
And your grandchildren?
And your great-grandchildren, and on it goes into a legacy of ridiculous living.
And I'm going to add one more element. For those of you that do care about what the Bible has to say, more specifically, look up Galatians 5, 19 and 20. There's a word there that talks about all the things that are not of the kingdom of God, that are really horrible things, and it does include drunkenness in there, but it has also sorcery or witchcraft. And guess what the Greek word is for sorcery? It is pharmakia. That's where we get pharmaceuticals. So that's the drugs category. That's how the Bible handles all drugs. And then with alcohol, there's a nuance there between drunkenness and the medicinal use of alcohol. But that's another subject for another time.
Drugs that affect the mind.
Drugs that affect the mind.
Yeah, you said all drugs. And
we're tapping in. See, of all the positive things that one can say about drugs, we can't forget about the dark side. And when we're dealing with sorcery and witchcraft, that is getting into the dark side of marijuana. So that's why we're saying, hey, vote no
on Measure 3.